Pharaoh thought he was a god, chosen and protected by the deities of Egypt. He tortured the people of Israel without remorse. So, the Lord challenged Pharaoh. 10 plagues were sent to Egypt. Each of them was an act of domination against one of their gods. The Nile was turned to blood, as if the throat of Osiris himself had been slit. Frogs invaded Egyptian homes, a sign of control over Heket, the frog-headed goddess of fertility. Gnats swarmed from the dust, an attack on Geb, god of the soil. Flies swarmed and tormented the people of Egypt, making a mockery of Capri, the fly-headed god of creation. Yahweh struck down the livestock, showing force over Hathor, the cow goddess of fertility. Boils broke over their skin. None could heal them, not even Sekhmet, the goddess of healing. The skies tore up with hail and lightning, and Pharaoh cried to Nut, the goddess of the sky, but there was no answer. Only Yahweh commanded the heavens. Afterwards, locusts devoured Egypt's food source, an attack on Neper, the god of grain. Then Yahweh took aim at Ra, the greatest of all the Egyptian gods, Lord of the sun. God struck him down, blotting out the sun and creating utter darkness. The Lord ravaged Egypt. But there was one God who remained standing, Pharaoh, and the final plague would crush his hardened heart to pieces.
So it was a powerful showdown, God versus Pharaoh, the little god. Heaven versus the empire of Egypt, truth versus lies. Moses stood at the Nile and raised his staff, and the water turned to blood. The fish died. The river reeked. Egypt couldn't drink. Pharaoh's magicians copied it. But along the way, Pharaoh's heart grew harder and harder. 7 days later, after all these plagues, frogs were everywhere, in their beds, in their ovens, in their food. Then Pharaoh began to plead. He begged, "Pray, stop your God from doing this. Make it all stop." Moses prayed. The frogs died. Pharaoh went back on his word. He promised to let the people go, but he kept lying. Then came the gnats. Can you imagine this? Gnats everywhere, covering every person. These little insects that were so irritable. Every animal, every person. And again, the Egyptians, the magicians, they tried to do this, to repeat this powerful plague, but they couldn't do it, of course, because this is the hand of God moving, the hand of judgment. But Pharaoh wouldn't listen. Then came flies, and then livestock dying, and then boils and hail, each plague more devastating, more deadly than the last. The Egyptian gods were falling one by one. I'm Pastor Jack Graham, and this is Pray.com's Bible in a Year.
To access all the Bible in the Year content, download the Pray.com app today.